Hello, welcome to Astronautics for Exploit. I am Dr. Ayanshola Ogundele and I will be presenting Emerging New Space Investment Opportunities. The overview of my presentation is as follows: Transformative Technologies, Investment in the Final Frontiers, and Potential Investment Areas. Presently, the space industry is being disrupted and transformed through various innovative programs, technological advancements, and high investments by the new space companies. The disruptive activities are providing opportunities for space exploration expansion, space tourism, and economic development of the solar system. As a result of increasing privatization of space activities, a new generation of space companies is erupting. This is made possible through collaboration between private space companies and government. Several billions of dollars have been invested and are still being invested in the new space industry by the government, private sector, space enthusiasts, and adventurers. Emergence of new business models and enablement of new applications are made possible by the plethora of technological advancements in components miniaturization, cheaper processing power, small satellite manufacturing, and reusable launch vehicles, and a host of others. Previously, investment in the space industry, a cutting-edge industry, was deemed inherently risky and only government dare venture into it. But presently, due to technological advancement in various areas and persistent interest in exploring space, coupled with the investors' readiness to fund space projects, the new space industry, together with its subsidiary companies, are bringing down the cost of accessing space, allowing for lower risk, faster moving business models which support iterative improvements and a more prosperous space economy for all. As of today, the global space industry market is worth billions of dollars, making the new space industry to be a $1 billion industry, which in few years to come, as estimated by Stanley and Morgan, will skyrocket and grow astronomically to be a $1 trillion industry. This thereby makes the new space to be investment worthy, and the market should be tapped into as it promised to give a high return on investment. Investment in the final frontiers. Transformative technologies. A single transformative technology shift often can spark new eras of modernization, followed by a flurry of complementary innovations. A lot of transformative technologies are being developed by space agencies and private companies all over the world, and this will create a lot of opportunities for the investors. This picture shows SpaceX all-civilian Inspiration 4 spaceflight of September 15, 2021. Private space exploration firms are developing transformative space technologies with ambitions of manned landings on the moon and airplane-borne rocket launchers that could launch small satellites to low Earth orbit at a far lower cost and with far greater responsiveness than ground-based systems. This picture shows splashing down of the SpaceX capsule carrying 4 civilian astronauts. Investment opportunities. There are a lot of investment opportunities in the new space. Investing in the new space emerging transformative technologies will help to make outer space more accessible and less expensive. There are potential opportunities in satellite broadband, high-speed product delivery, and human space travel. Recent space exploration efforts are driven by private companies and government. This picture shows Virgin Galactic first passengers of July 11, 2021. The need for continuous investment in space. Value to the world. Space creates value to the world economy and society at large. The revenue generated by the global space industry may increase to more than $1 trillion by 2040. as forecasted by Morgan Stanley. B of A estimated the sector will grow to $3 trillion by that time. Catalyst of growth. Space is very essential because it brings significant employment, contributes to science, technology, and innovation, and it serves as the catalyst of growth. The space sector provides opportunities to achieve venture capital returns, increase portfolio diversification, and influence development in nearly every major industry. This picture shows advancements in space age tech led to the development of athletic shoes. Space spin-offs are commercial products and services developed with the help of NASA through research and development contracts such as small business innovation research, licensing of NASA patents, use of NASA facilities, technical assistance from NASA personnel, or data from NASA research. This picture shows Speedo LZR Razor swimsuits developed with the help of NASA. Space spin-offs. Well-known spin-offs include memory foam, freeze-dried food, firefighting equipment, emergency space blankets, dust busters, cochlear implants, razor swimsuits, MOS image sensors, enriched baby food, space-age swimsuit, solar cells, LASIK technology used by ophthalmologists to track eye movements at a rate of 4,000 times per second while reshaping the cornea. This picture shows the computer mouse, a product of the space age. Development of the mouse began in the early 1960s by SRI's Douglas Engelbart while he was exploring the interactions between humans and computers. The research was funded by NASA. Sustenance of the investment in space, omnipresent in the world economy. Due to its omnipresent nature, investing in space implies investing in the future and the world digital economy. This picture shows Air Purifiers, a space-age spin-off originally developed for NASA. Healthy space sector. Sustained governments, which are major stakeholders, and private investors will play important roles in keeping the space sector healthy and boost innovations through space exploration. This picture shows lifting off of Blue Origin rocket. NASA's small business program is dedicated to finding the most useful technologies for the agency and the commercial marketplace and sourcing those innovations from a diverse group of entrepreneurs with different backgrounds and perspectives. Empowerment of SMEs and startups. Empowering small to medium-sized enterprises and space startups, which are fragile engines of innovation, through public investment, we enable them to have access to finance, and this in turn will foster their sustainable development. This picture shows lifting off of SpaceX rocket. NASA annually invests in US small businesses with promising new technologies. These companies are developing better batteries, virtual assistants, lightweight materials, and more. These technologies can benefit space missions as well as improve life on Earth and humanity as a whole. Potential investment areas. So we have the following potential investment areas, which are ground station equipment development, space tourism, airplane-borne rocket launchers, reusable rocket development, satellite manufacturing, and asteroid mining. Reusable rocket development as a potential investment area. Reusable rockets help to lower spacecraft launch costs and thereby lower the barrier of access to space. Commercial launch cost to the International Space Stations has been reduced by a factor of 4 over the last 20 years. This picture shows SpaceX Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy launch vehicles. Commercial launch cost to the ISS. The corresponding reduction factor For commercial launch cost to LEO orbit is 20, from the $54,000 500 per kg cost of NASA space shuttles to $2,720 per kg and $1,410 per kg for SpaceX Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. This picture shows Falcon Heavy launch. Satellite manufacturing is another potential area of investment. A satellite is a human-made object manufactured to orbit the Earth and other celestial objects so as to perform various purposes, such as communications, Earth observations, and a host of others. Satellites are usually made using lightweight metals, such as titanium and aluminium, along with composites and alloys, including aluminum beryllium and nickel cadmium. Small satellite manufacturing. Presently, there's high cost on small satellites. There's high focus on small satellite manufacturing. This picture shows small satellite smart manufacturing facility. Satellite utilization. There is increase in utilization of satellites for various purposes, such as communication, Earth observation, surveillance, global positioning services, satellite-based telemetry, and internet connectivity. This is one of the key factors driving the growth of the satellite manufacturing market. Investment in satellite manufacturing. Due to the increase in utilization of satellites, investment in satellite manufacturing will lead to high return on investment. This picture shows Iridium Nest production line at SDK satellite manufacturing facility. Asteroid mining is another potential investment area. Asteroid mining is the exploitation of materials from asteroids and other minor planets, including near-Earth objects. The difficulties in asteroid mining are high cost of spaceflight, unreliable identification of asteroids suitable for mining, and more extraction challenges. The mining option. Presently, asteroid terrestrial mining is the only means of raw material acquisition. This picture shows illustration of this space industry's Harvester class spacecraft for asteroid mining. Space ventures in asteroid mining projects are high risk with long lead times and heavy capital investment. Funding. Asteroid mining ventures could be funded through private investment or through government investment. For a commercial venture, it can be profitable as long as the revenue earned is greater than total cost. That is the cost for extraction and cost for marketing. The costs involving an asteroid mining venture have been estimated to be around $100 billion in 1996. This picture shows artist's concept of asteroid mining. Categories of cost for asteroid mining venture. The cost for research and development, exploration and prospecting costs, construction and infrastructure development costs, operational and engineering costs, environmental costs, and time cost. Financial feasibility. A high return on investment is estimated to be around 30%. Development of an infrastructure for altering asteroid orbits could offer a large return on investment. This picture shows 2012 asteroid captured by Keck Institute for space studies for asteroid redirect mission. Another potential investment area is ground station equipment development. Satellite ground station equipment market size has the potential to grow by $5.59 billion during 2020 to 2024, and the market growth momentum will accelerate during the forecast period. Increasing investments will boost the growth. This picture shows ground station equipment. Satellite ground station equipment. Global satellite ground station equipment market analysis considers various types of satellite ground station equipment, such as network operating center equipment, very small aperture terminal equipment, antennas, power units, gateways, test and monitoring equipment. Key growth factors. Increasing use of satellites and space robots. Huge growth in small satellites. emergence of the mobile ground station, high initial investments, rising demand for rental equipment, and government policies and regulatory issues. This shows global satellite ground station equipment market. By product, the NOC equipment, FISAT equipment, antennas, power units, gateways, test and monitoring equipment. And by application, we have the military and civilian. The key players or vendors in the global satellite ground station equipment market for the period 2016 to 2020 are Gila Satellite Networks, Harris Caprock, UGIS Network Systems, Viasat, Space Communication and Power Industries, Comtech Telecommunications, Gigasat, GovSpace, Imasat, Innovative Solutions in Space, and a host of others. This picture shows satellite ground station antenna. Space tourism is another potential investment areas. Space tourism is an evolving startup industry backed up by substantial long-term solid investors and growing technological innovation. Investors and media interest in space tourism are growing daily. Predictions about the size and scope of the space tourism market have been done for almost 2 decades, and this was facilitated by market research. This picture shows Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic, and SpaceX suborbital and orbital space tourism vehicles. Successful space tourism activities. Richard Branson of Virgin Galactic suborbital space tourism flight of July 11, 2021. The Jeff Bezos of Blue Origin suborbital space tourism flight of July 20, 2021. And SpaceX Inspirational for Orbital Space Tourism Flight of September 15, 2021. The pictures here show Richard Branson suborbital space tourism flight of July 11, 2021, Jeff Bezos suborbital space tourism flight of July 2021, and SpaceX Inspiration for Orbital Space Tourism Flight of September 15, 2021. The new space economy. Airplane-borne rocket launchers. Air launch to orbit is the method of launching rockets at altitude from a conventional horizontal takeoff aircraft to carry satellites to low Earth orbit. It is a follow-on development of air launches of experimental aircraft that began in the late 1940s. Air launch to orbit offers the potential for aircraft-like operations, such as launch on demand, and is also less subject to launch constraining weather. This picture shows orbital stargazer launching of Pegasus carrying 3 Space Technology 5 satellites. Airplane-borne rocket launchers. Space exploration firms. Private space exploration firms are developing space technologies with ambitions of manned landings on the moon and airplane-borne rocket launchers that could launch small satellites to LEO at a far lower cost and with far greater responsiveness than ground-based systems. Orbital ATK aircraft. Taking off of an orbital ATK stargazer aircraft carrying a Pegasus rocket with 8 NASA Cyclone Global Navigation Satellite System is shown in this picture. With the aircraft flying offshore, the Pegasus rocket will be released. 5 seconds later, the solid propellant engine will ignite and boost the 8 Hurricane Observatory to orbit. Advantages of air launch to orbit. This method, when employed for orbital payload insertion, presents significant advantages over conventional vertical rocket launches, particularly because of the reduced mass, thrust, and cost of the rocket. The rockets need not fly through the low dense atmosphere, which produces drag that requires a considerable amount of extra work. Rockets launched from high altitude can be optimized for lower ambient pressure, thus achieving greater thrust over the entire operating regime. Airplane-borne rocket launchers are also another area of potential investment. This picture shows Virgin Orbit launching of Launcher 1 rocket from the wing of a customized 747 aircraft. For more information Contact Astronautics for exploit. You've been watching Imagine New Space Investment Opportunities. Thank you.